Hello and welcome to That's a Wrap. My name is Anthony Gentry, and joining me today is...
Austin Jameson, hello.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. Pleasure to be back again for the summer.
Yeah, today we're going to review Nope.
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 The newest Jordan Peele film.
Yes. His third
famously
film.
known for Get Out and Us.
Yes.
I've not seen Us. I've seen Get Out.
You haven't seen Us?
I haven't seen Us. It's not free anywhere or with any subscription services.
Okay.
You have to pay for it. I'll get there. I will watch it. But I have seen Get Out. I have seen Nope.
Yeah, we just saw Nope.
Yeah, a first screening.
An interesting theater experience. We'll get to that later.
Just unfortunate. Not anything with the movie, though.
Yeah. Nothing with the movie. Just with the projector, the screen. Yeah. But before we get into that, we have a few trailers to talk about.
Yeah, we do. More than a few.
Yeah, and we forgot to add one more.
What was it? Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the first trailer we're going to talk about.
Oh my god.
The long-awaited Rob Zombie remake of The Munsters. Usually we try to talk about things that came out maybe in the past week. Just try to be recent.
Yeah.
This came out over a week ago. I think 8 or 9 days at this point. But this trailer was something else.
Yeah.
To the point where I had to talk about it.
Yes. No.
I just showed this to Austin.
I just saw this live.
What did you think of it?
It gave me the vibe of the videos that you see when you're in line for a ride at Kings Island.
Yeah.
That's not a movie. That felt like it was stunning.
That's a good way to put it.
It had. It did not feel like it belonged in a movie trailer.
No. This looks awful. Just to put it plainly.
It looks like a really bad YouTube original.
Yeah. Or just a fan film that had no budget whatsoever.
Yeah.
That had a very bad camera, very bad audio, and they were just like, "Hey, how about we just do this just for fun, you know?" Austin, do you know how much this movie costs to make?
Oh God, no. I don't know.
Would you like to guess?
Yeah, okay. It looks like at least $400. But I know it's gonna be larger than that.
Yeah, I would probably say maybe $20.
Yeah.
The budget is $40 million. For this movie. I don't know where that money went because it obviously did not go towards this movie.
It clearly went towards the editing. There's some wacky zany moments.
Oh yeah,
and also the sound files for the whoop 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 whoop.
The acting is so bad.
I don't even. What's the cast? What does the cast look like?
Rob Zombie's wife.
Okay.
Rob Zombie's friend, who stars in all of his movies. And
Melissa
a
McCarthy and Brian Falcone. No, that was a joke.
Hey, don't sully her name. You can sully his name.
I will sully as much as I want.
Also, right after this trailer got put out, everyone trashed on it so much that it got dumped onto Netflix. It's not out yet.
Really?
But and then 3 days after that, they put out another trailer just saying, "Hey, we're just gonna put it on DVD. You can go buy it when it comes out in September."
Sheesh.
Yeah. I thought they were going to do straight theatrical, but I guess not. I don't really have much else to say aside from it looks horrible.
I want to get Rob Zombie on the podcast and see what's going on in his brain.
We should review this. I think it would be a great.
Okay, we'll do it, and then we'll do a giveaway of the DVD because neither of us will want to own it.
Well, if it's on Netflix.
Oh, is it Netflix? I thought they were doing the DVD.
I thought it might be doing both. I have no idea.
Okay, well, this is a movie I need to own. So, Us, I'm not spending $4 on Amazon. Ew, Munsters. I will shell out millions if I get to own
Universal did. Don't know where that money went. Our next trailer.
What's next, Anthony?
Is a movie. We saw a lot of new trailers.
Yes, we did.
No, which was very nice because usually it's a lot of just old trailers that's been out for weeks. Almost all the trailers were brand new.
Yeah.
One of those was called Barbarian, starring Bill Skarsgård.
Yes.
From a producer of it.
Yeah, that was really funny. For context, for those who haven't seen the trailer, there's like, you're familiar likely with the cut-ins of like from the producer.
It's
of
the
Shrek.
ethos, like to tell you, oh, this is gonna be good because we have the writer or the director, writer, producer of Us, making Nope. So if you liked Us, you like this.
They worded it. They were like from a producer on it.
Someone who just maybe did a little something.
Yeah, they were like counts. They found a PA who was like trying to gaff tape down some wires, and he was like, "Hey, you were on set for it, right?"
Yeah,
and then boom. I don't know. I said this to Anthony while we were watching it. It gave me the vibe of like Resident Evil, where it's just like you know you're not in for a good time, but now you're not with the. I mean, let me clarify. Like as the character is not going to have a good time, but they're going to walk down the creepy alleyway. By the way, this is a horror movie. Yes.
Yeah. I thought the trailer was all right. I didn't really particularly like it. But it seems like it could be interesting.
It could be. I think it's going to be predictable. I think it's going to be a predictable stock horror movie.
Yeah.
And it might be good with like the cast seems promising. I forgot who the lead was.
It's Georgina Campbell. The writer and director of this movie is named Zach Kreger, and it looks like he's just an actor. So maybe he had like an idea for a movie. And I mean, there's been many actors turned directors who have been really good, like Ben Affleck, George Clooney. So it could be good. Who knows? It comes out September 9th.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that's going to be packed into that.
We do.
We might have a few double episodes we might have to do.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
The next trailer I want to talk about is...
It just came out. If not
Let's
today.
do Halloween.
You want to do Halloween?
Yeah, let's do Halloween.
That one did not come out today.
Evil Dies Tonight.
Yes, it does.
Evil Dies Tonight.
I didn't see the first one.
Evil Dies Tonight.
I haven't seen any of the Halloween movies.
Technically the third one? Yeah.
I've not seen
You haven't seen any?
I haven't seen any Halloween movies.
Okay, so I have all of them. Well, all the ones.
Okay.
I mean, all the ones in this timeline. So the original 2018. There's so many timelines.
Is there time travel in this?
I have the original 2018, the one that came, and the one that came out last year. So if you want,
only 4 movies? I thought there's like 6.
There are.
Or do you mean like the original had multiple, but you have all the originals and then you have the ones from now?
Yes, this one is like a legacy sequel, but it only counts the very first movie.
Okay.
So from 2 onwards, that did not happen in this timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah. What did you think of the trailer?
It looked chaotic, and it looked like it was just like, look, people screaming, Michael. And it's like, you could have told me this was the trailer for any of the movies. Yeah. It did not look unique. It looked like
I'll give you that.
The first thing I said to you when it like turned on in the theater, was like, didn't this come out last year?
I was like, no, it's the new one.
I was shocked because also like it was only a year between the last one and the new one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. I don't have much interest.
I think
so I'm biased.
The original 1978 Halloween is an amazing movie. I also think that about the 2018 Halloween. Last year's Halloween Kills, was not good.
Yes.
For example, I usually do not like it when people talk during movies. During that movie, it was a full house, and I think maybe 15 minutes in, all of us realized we're in for a bad movie.
Yikes.
And so we all started making fun of it, especially during some scenes where a woman would just start... She had a gun waiting for Michael Myers.
Yeah. And
instead of waiting to see Michael, she just started shooting the entire place just willy-nilly until she had no bullets.
Yeah.
And, like, it was honestly a good time just making fun of these dumb people making dumb decisions. And so I really don't have a lot of hope for this movie. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
We're probably going to review it, so we'll find out.
Do you think this is the last Halloween?
I mean, it's Halloween ends. Evil dies tonight.
Well,
even
let's
though
see.
this movie comes out, it's like 4 years after the last movie. So
Well, let's see how much money it makes, and we'll make the decision if there is going to be a sequel or not. Yeah, that was Halloween.
Yeah.
When is that coming out? September, or October, probably.
I think it's like 2 weeks before like Halloween.
Okay.
I will look that up real fast.
Yeah. In the meantime, our next trailer,
October 14th.
October 14th.
Yes.
I believe this came out either today or very, very recently.
Yeah, it was just today.
Is Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves? Is that what you wanted to do next? No.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like that.
Let's do Dungeons.
Let's do Dungeons. I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is better. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Yeah.
Comes out, I think, March 4th.
I'm not sure.
I remember thinking it was near my birthday.
Yeah.
So
that might be then. But this is a Dungeons and Dragons inspired film. It seems.
March 3rd. It comes out right on my birthday. Okay.
Wow.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah. Are you a big Dungeons and Dragons fan, Anthony?
I'm not.
Okay.
No shade. I've never gotten into it.
Fair enough.
I thought this trailer, if you take out all the humor, it is an all right trailer because I like the spectacle of it all. It seemed like people were having fun. But all the humor really dragged it down for me.
Fair enough.
Because when I think of Dungeons and Dragons, again, coming from an outside point of view, I think of this very serious kind of tone. Like these people going on an epic quest. Like, I guess like Lord of the Rings, kind of.
Okay, that's fair.
And this one was just so jokey. Like, oh, haha, these people are going to save the world. Like, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. When, I don't know, that's just not what I was expecting.
Fair enough. I will say yesterday, I just finished up DMing a session with some of my friends. I would consider myself a decently what word am I looking for? Connected to fan of D&D. I didn't know this was happening. I never heard about this movie in the first place.
Okay.
And it seems neat. Because I just watched it, I just heard about it. And so my immediate go-to my expectation was it's going to be like a semi-serious, probably funny movie that uses the twists of the board game and tries to implement them. That was my main concern was, is it going to we're going to get ability checks in the form of weird comedic dialogue. And during the trailer, he's like, we're going to need strength. And I'm like, okay. He's going to say we're going to need dexterity. We're going to need wisdom. But he says we're going to need strength. We're going to need courage. And then he goes off on a different list of things. So I don't think that's the direction they're going. However, they still showcased. I think this movie is going to be less about the functions of D&D and more of the universe of D&D. Just the general world that most people go to with especially 5e and that the world that surrounds that, because they're in the trailer there's an owlbear, there's a mimic, which is the two things that jumped out to me. There's dragons, there's dungeons. I don't know. His Chris Pine.
I think it has really strong potential.
I think so too. I'm not gonna get too excited about it. My hope, and I'm sure everybody who plays D&D hope, is that it doesn't mock the community, or just the title of Dungeons and Dragons. Because
that sorry, not to interrupt, but the end of the trailer, kind of stinger, that had me a little worried that they might. But the rest of the trailer wasn't doing that. The humor wasn't hitting for me.
Fair enough.
At watching it now.
I think it will be, because I don't have my expectation of D&D doesn't quite line up with a Lord of the Rings serious tone. I would say it depends on the campaign. It depends on who you're playing with and how they want to play. Yeah. But I would say comedy is definitely for me a good every campaign should have a balance of it where it's lighthearted and dark-hearted or not, you know what I mean. The opposite of lighthearted, is it dark-hearted or dark? Is it just lighthearted and lighthearted? Anyways.
Anyway.
I don't know. It like you said, I think it has potential.
Yeah. I just saw this. The directors of it are John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein. And
What have they done?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I was about to say, I was thinking the trailer felt like it was trying to go for like Christopher Lord Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who like did like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, 2122 Jump Street. It seemed like they were trying to go for that kind of humor. And these two directors, they do kind of go for that kind of humor.
Okay.
But when they do it, it actually really works. They directed Game Night, which is a kind of more unknown comedy, but it's really good.
Okay.
And I remember thinking the trailers for that weren't that good either. So now my excitement has gone a lot up.
Cool.
They wrote Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh.
They wrote and directed the Vacation movie that came out, which a lot of people didn't like. I thought was funny. They wrote Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. So yeah, actually, my excitement has just gone up a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna stay cautiously optimistic. I don't want to get super excited at them, like absolutely just disservice Dungeons and Dragons. Because like it's so hard to find like Dungeons and Dragons stuff in the first place, and it is always fun to have more players joining the community. And so maybe this will do that, because Stranger Things was a giant spike for Dungeons and Dragons, and it is every time a season comes out, you can see the traffic on like D&D Beyond and other websites.
I do want to get into D&D.
It's a good time. It's like if you find a group that you vibe with, you can go forever. Yeah. But that's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it comes out March 3rd. We'll probably be reviewing that too.
Yeah, that's a
Our
while
last
from now.
trailer is an
Trailer.
exclusive.
We have two.
Oh wait, yeah, never mind.
Is that what you freaked out about earlier?
No, I thought, "Don't Worry, Darling" is our next trailer. That also just came out.
Yes, it did. I don't think that one did. I think that was one of the first trailers. Don't Worry, Darling trailer came out a while ago.
Well, yeah, this is a new trailer.
Well, the one we saw?
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like the same one. We used to talk about it.
Yeah. What did you think then?
I think it looks like a movie that will be good.
I think it looks really good. Unlike this trailer goes more into the mystery more than the first trailer did. And I just find it really intriguing. Yeah. I think it has a really great cast. Florence Pugh is amazing in everything she does. So is Chris Pine.
Who else is in it?
Harry Styles is in it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good in Dunkirk.
I
saw him in anything else besides that cameo.
If this movie gets swarmed by Harry Styles fans,
it will.
We're going to have to go at I'm going to see it Wednesday morning or Tuesday, the latest showing. I can't deal with it. If there's a scene where Harry Styles takes his shirt off or something.
Well, we saw some sex scenes.
Yeah,
in the trailer.
That's what I'm worried about. That people they're going to flock.
Yeah.
And I'm not hyped for that.
And in the Eternals, he was just there for 5 seconds. Yeah. They went crazy. It ruined the moment.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, I don't know. But I mean, if you love Harry Styles, you love Harry Styles. He makes some good music. I'm not going to deny that. You're valid in your fandom.
Don't yell, please.
Yeah,
let me watch.
Yell.
Don't yell during a movie. Don't scream and gawk.
That comes out also in September.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of September movies to review. We were just talking. When should we start reviewing?
Yeah.
I guess September.
September is where it's all gonna come out.
September 23rd.
Cool.
Our last trailer is the exclusive trailer.
It plays right before Nope.
Christopher Nolan is back.
Yes.
With Oppenheimer. This trailer did not really show us much.
It was very much a teaser.
It was definitely a teaser. It gave us some shots of the movie. For those who don't know, it's about I think Robert J. Oppenheimer.
I'm not sure
I might be making up the first name.
That's okay.
His last name's Oppenheimer. He's the inventor of the atomic bomb. And so in the trailer, we got a bunch of flashes of an explosion. And some flashes of Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer and some dialogue. So we didn't get much. but what we got was pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like this is going to be like a black and white movie, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we don't have enough information to judge anything, but it seems it's a cool concept, and it's a cool, I think, the style of it, if it's anything like this trailer.
Yeah.
We have a lot in store.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, I watched Inception for the first time, and I loved it so much that I ended at maybe 1 a.m., and I immediately put on Interstellar for the first time.
Cool.
And which is another one of Christopher Nolan's movies, and I loved that too.
Cool.
And so I've seen most of his movies by now, except for I think Memento.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's an amazing director.
Who made Tenet?
Christopher Nolan.
Was it him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. It has a stacked cast. Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt. I know Jack Quaid is in it.
Jack Black.
Not Jack Black. That would make it really good.
Jack Black as Oppenheimer. Jack Black is the nuclear bomb.
Florence Pugh is in it.
She's
It's not Robert J. Oppenheimer.
It's J. Robert Oppenheimer. Yeah. It's Robert Downey J. Robert.
Yeah, Matt
Downey.
Damon, Kenneth Branagh, Rami Malek, Gary Oldman. A lot of people are into this movie.
This, Don't Worry, Darling, and what's the name of the movie that we talked about last time with Margot Robbie and Christian Bale?
Barbie?
No. No. It's
Margot Robbie.
Is
the
you know what I'm talking about. What's it called?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was my number one movie. It was the David O. Russell movie.
yeah.
I don't know.
What did we call it? Or not we call it. What is it called?
I'll look it up. Now I can't think of Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie, yeah. I was just looking up Barbie. Here, let's see.
Here we're doing this live.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Okay. Yeah, with that one, Don't Worry, Darling, and Oppenheimer, it seems like we got a lot of like very stylized, super duper packed cast,
yes,
like blockbusters coming up. That looks cool.
Yeah, I just showed Austin the poster. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah. I think that's the trailers.
Yeah. That comes out July 21st, 2023. Oh yeah, and in the trailer they had a countdown.
Right. Is that till the movie drops?
Till the movie drops. Yes.
Cool. I wonder if
it comes out in exactly a year. I think it was because we were like at the we were the very first showtime.
Mm-hmm.
And like every showtime around the country is 4 p.m. for the very first. So I think
that'd be intense. Okay. You take it away. What are we talking about next, Anthony? What am I doing here?
Let's talk about Nope.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's talk about Nope. The new Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah.
So Austin, is this a yep or a nope?
This is a nope.
This is a nope?
This is a nope.
Why is that?
Because the movie's called Nope. I thought that's what the bit you were doing was.
No. Would you say this is a yep or a
I
nope?
would rate this a yep.
Okay, I would rate this a yep too. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing Bullet Train.
That's a wrap.
So, what did you think of the movie, Anthony?
I said this to you on our way out. I'm really glad that for our regular seasons, when we see a movie, we have more time.
Yeah.
Because this movie is very good, but I think it requires just time to process it. Because I'm still in the middle of processing it and trying to figure out what it's really about. And I don't think that's on the fault of the movie. I think it's on the fault of me being dumb. And
You're not
but
dumb, Anthony.
For those who don't know, that this movie is about.
It's in the trailers, but it's so good going in blind. Yeah. It's so hard to talk about because
it's basically about these siblings who own a horse ranch, and things are going on. One of the siblings doesn't really care about the horse ranch. The other one is kind of just selling everything from the horse ranch. So I guess neither of them really care.
I don't know. I think that's where some of the processing comes in.
Yeah,
because there's definitely care that goes on, but
there
it's so hard to.
But it's hard to
explain
explain.
Yeah, it's
without
hard to
explaining
interpret
what's happening in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You will say this. There's something to do with aliens, because that is like they basically tell you that in all the trailers, all posters, everything. Yeah, this movie, Jordan Peele just knocks it out of the park every time.
He knows what he's doing.
I loved Get Out. I just rewatched it before going into here, and it's such a good like social commentary. But even on its own, it's such a good like horror like thriller. Us, which you haven't seen.
Yes,
I love that movie. I constantly go back and forth to whether Get Out is better than Us or Us is better than Get Out. I think Us is a lot more horror centric, where that is more like, or Get Out is more psychological horror.
Fair enough.
But yeah, with this movie, it also just brings it with like the horror, the drama. I was expecting like a lot of comedy. There wasn't a lot in here, but I also don't think that was a bad thing.
Yeah, where the comedy is placed, it is appropriate, and it delivers.
It's basically characters saying the title of the movie.
Yeah.
There's one scene, without any spoilers, where a person gets out of his car, he looks around, and he just slowly closes the car door again, and that got me.
Yeah. There's so many good moments in this movie that are like, it's very well balanced. I don't think it was ever too embedded in one tone. I think they like, and this movie's decently long. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And they do a very, very like concrete job of establishing a story and like hitting the points without losing the momentum of the point before it. I think this is a movie I need to watch just so many more times.
I think this is a movie that requires rewatches.
Yeah.
In the best way possible, because it is so good. I feel like you're gonna pick up on something else every time. Like there's so many themes and like metaphors in this movie. Like I picked up on themes of like consumerism, like family, legacy, animals, which is a big like more motif, I guess, than theme. Yeah. But yeah, there's so much in this movie.
Yeah. No, I just completely remembered one of the plots that I forgot about, and then just all of it flashed in my head at once. There is so much to digest. And it's not like even an overwhelming thing. It's just the way Jordan Peele presents his films is like he is able to accomplish the individual emotion with the general emotion at the same time, in the form of like he can take a single like character and then apply like a situation to that character that I don't. It's so hard to communicate even what I'm like trying to say, but it's he can balance storytelling in a way, like in such a unique way, especially for a horror movie. Because half of the I haven't seen Us, but Get Out doesn't necessarily need to be a horror film. It could just be like a psychological thriller almost.
Yeah, but they still add in the horror elements just to amplify it.
Right. I think amplify is a great word for like everything that goes together in this film to create the presence of fear, and dread is so finely crafted. I really liked when halfway through the movie our screen turned black for 3 minutes.
That's right. Well, yes. It didn't turn black immediately. Yes. It was centering on this character, and like you said, you had this feeling of dread. Yes. And another part of what makes Jordan Peele such a great filmmaker is that in all of his movies, he's slowly unraveling what's happening. And so at the point we were watching, like something has to happen, because it feels like they're amping up for something.
There's a rising action.
And so moment. They are centering on this character and like zooming in, and the screen goes black. Yeah. And then it comes back, and it goes black, and it comes back. So you're like, what's going on? And then it just goes black.
During this point, without revealing like really anything, there is a like it would make sense for there to be a shot where you can't see anything, where there's black. Yes. And so me and Anthony are like it does it a little bit, and then it does a little bit more, and then we're like, is this intentional?
Yeah,
Is this
so we're
part
like,
of
is
the
this
movie?
the POV? And then it keeps going to where you can hear them show what that POV would be.
Yes.
And it's still blank.
And then you get like their sound. It's like the theater is just rumbling.
Like we were right. Like the rising action. It's the action now.
Jordan Peele is really like pushing the boundaries. But no, for like the next 2 minutes, it stayed exactly like that. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties happen.
And it happened throughout the film at the most tense moments.
That was the only moment that it wouldn't turn back on.
Yes.
But during the like whole climax of the film, like as soon as something you needed to see would happen, it would flash black and it would make your heart drop because you thought you were about to miss what's going to happen next. Yeah. Which sucked. We got special tickets for it though, so we'll get to you get to save 53 cents on your next ticket. Well, actually, you have to do that in person. I do. So you can't even get that online, which means you're saving nothing. I'll just take your ticket then. Okay. But yeah, I thought Jordan Peele he's a really creative filmmaker for his time.
One of my favorite, I guess, hypothetical, since I'm still processing this, is the theme of like consumerism, where we are all obsessed with we always have to be entertained, or we always have to chase that dream that we have. Like, and it even starts with a quote about like spectacle. Yeah. And that's kind of what this movie is really about, and how we will sacrifice ourselves and others for the sake of the spectacle. And that's also kind of where like the animals come in. Yeah. Because they kind of sacrifice a lot of the animals, like even if it's not like literally, but metaphorically, where they take these animals into captivity and force them to do things for our entertainment. Right.
It's like it's definitely a really interesting balance. There's a lot of messages going on. There's a lot of like just pure horror, like, and really dread is the word I'm going back to the most. Yeah. And the way that Jordan Peele and the team and everybody's able to communicate that in the sound design and the like pacing of because like, and I feel like in horror movies, there's something that really stood out to me is that during the majority of the shots in this film where something horror-esque is going on, it's not a lot of jump cuts. There's not like adrenaline supposed to be rushing.
No, you just are in the moment. Yeah.
The shots are extraordinarily long. They're like, they will use purposefully long cuts and just pan the camera instead of doing any cuts or anything like that, to create that like almost chills on your back, slowly turn around feeling. Yeah. And they nail that. I think that's
they really do. Yeah.
Like interesting take or like attempt at the horror like genre, and I think Jordan Peele does a great job of that.
This is definitely Jordan Peele's like biggest and like most ambitious movie he's had yet. Yeah. And it really shows, like, even with him criticizing the spectacle, this is a spectacle of a movie, which is probably part of the point. But yeah, like you said, like the horror, he really brings it in this. I think like if you were to rank it in terms of horror, I think Us would go first, and then Nope, then Get Out. Gotcha. I think in terms of quality, I would put Get Out first.
Fair enough.
Then maybe Nope, and then Us. I don't know. Like I said, still processing, but they are all amazing movies, like near perfect in my eyes.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing with this movie, and I wish I'd seen Us, and I still plan on seeing Us. But I'd seen Get Out, and I immediately fell in love with his style of storytelling. Yes. And so when the trailers for Nope started coming out, I watched the first one, and then everything else I tried so desperately to avoid. I would still get like jumps on or like cuts from a commercial, and then I'd walk out of the room or like a YouTube video or something. Because after the first trailer, I felt like there was some sort of phenomenon with the trailers, with the following trailers, where they felt so like action movie like-ified, where you had the this summer Jordan Peele is in or doing Nope.
A new terror.
Yeah. And they reveal so much in the trailers that I wish I could go into every movie blind. I wish I could get a general vibe of what's going on, maybe a poster and the directors, and I want minimal information. I'm tired of going into a movie and like just knowing every little aspect of what's like, not even every aspect, but I wish I didn't know, but this was about aliens.
Yeah.
I would love that. I wish if this was pitched as a film that goes into depth about the like ongoings of Hollywood, and it's like,
yeah, that's also one of the themes of just Hollywood.
Yeah, because they are. Anthony mentioned that they are like horse farmers, but they breed and cultivate these horses who are used in Hollywood motion pictures.
Yes. And Hollywood kind of doesn't want them anymore.
Yeah. It's like where I just completely blanked out.
Yeah.
What was I talking about before the horse farmer thing? Oh my goodness!
It's late in the day. I feel like it's really hard to talk about this without going into spoilers.
It is.
Would you like to go into spoilers soon?
I think we can do that then.
Yeah.
We've
talked about this for about maybe 15-ish minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to take like the next half hour to talk about spoilers, or talk about this a little more?
I'd say we do 5 more minutes of like, we can do our Rotten Tomatoes thing as well if that has
for
its
sure
scores yet. But still, oh my goodness. I'm really disappointed. I felt like I was really getting somewhere.
What did you think about the ending?
Just good. Like I
think the very ending is the only disappointing part for me, because I can't really get into this without spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing about materialism and like how all these people were like materialistic, they don't really care except to be famous, like, or achieve their dream. How it ended for certain characters, I don't think it matched that theme.
Okay. Well, how about we do Rotten Tomatoes and then we can go into spoilers and you can elaborate on that.
Austin.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
Nope. The Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie?
Is the audience score even out?
There are fewer than 50 reviews.
Sick.
But there is a score.
We'll say critics first.
Okay.
Critics is gonna be pretty high, I think. I hope.
Nope.
I hope nope. We're gonna say 92.
Okay.
Audience, I'm gonna say even better. I'm gonna say 94. I'm gonna say people are really vibing with this so far.
Okay.
I think Jordan Peele has a really good connection with the like film industry right now, especially the audience. I'm locking in my answers.
Okay.
Locked in.
Lock them in. The critic score for Nope.
Mm-hmm.
You said 94 or
I said
92
for critics.
With 149 reviews. 81. Which I find very odd.
Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit that when they get like 2,500 plus critic reviews. Right now, it's
Well, they usually only have like around 100-ish, like 200.
That's sketch.
Yeah, I feel like I'm with you. Like, it should be a lot higher. I don't get that. The consensus.
I'm curious what the other scores of Get Out and Us are.
Oh, they're in the 90s. The critics' consensus is admirable for its originality and ambition, even when its reach exceeds its grasp. I don't agree with that. Nope adds Spielbergian spectacle to Jordan Peele's growing arsenal. I do agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he takes a lot of inspiration from other directors, and he just like mixes them in such a good way. Yeah. Especially like other horror directors with just, like you said, the creepy, atmospheric like a tone to the movie, because it's been done before, but he does it in just such an engaging and effective way.
I agree completely.
The audience score.
Yes.
You said 94. With fewer than 50 verified ratings.
Yes.
75%.
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Do you know what Get Out score is?
I can look.
I guess I have it. You get to guess now.
I'm going to say 94. Well, actually, no, I'm going to say 97. I think that's going to be high.
Okay, 97 for critics. Audience, do you want to guess that?
Audience, that came out, what, 2017? So it was
Yes.
before they had to have like verified ratings.
Yeah, 50,000 plus.
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna say a straight 90.
90. The critics, you said 97. It's
Yes.
98.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
so accurate
movie.
and so high.
An audience score with 50,000 plus ratings. You said 90. It's 86.
Wow.
Yeah. Us is shocking. Give me the critics and audience of Us.
I think it'll be lower, but still high. 91 for critics.
Okay.
I guess 86 for audience.
Okay.
If Get Out was low.
Critic score for Us, you said 91?
Yes.
Is 93.
Okay.
The audience score with 10,000 plus ratings, 2019.
Yeah.
60%.
That is not. No. Why?
Yeah.
I would really love to know your opinion on Us.
I want to watch it really bad.
You can now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I don't like that either.
How would you rate Nope?
I would give Nope a 90, 91, 90, I would say 91, 92 tops.
I'm right there with you. I'd give it a 90 out of 100.
It has
9 out of
room
10.
to improve, I'd say.
Yeah.
And even then, it's hard to sit here and nitpick and describe. I was content with this movie. I walked out. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Which after the last so many movies that we've seen that have just been disappointments, this was a very big relief. I'm shocked that it's and those aren't particularly low scores, but it feels like
I think 60 is pretty low.
Well,
for
60
us.
is. But even for the Nope reviews that we have right now, I'm definitely curious on looking at those after, or give it a week or give it at least a weekend to for everybody to see it first. But that's crazy to me.
Without further ado, do you want to go into spoilers?
Let's go into spoilers.
Okay, spoilers in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, what I mentioned earlier, a big part of this movie, I feel, is kind of consumerism. Like a lot of the movie, you see Keke Palmer's character. I forget her name, but she just wants to be famous however she can, whether it be acting, singing, dancing, directing, or filming a UFO to get it. And everyone has that. Like the director just wants that perfect shot. Angel just wants to see aliens. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
And even Daniel Kaluuya's character.
Yeah.
I feel like he just wants to chill. I feel like he wants to know what happened to his dad, things like that. But even he wants to get that shot of the aliens.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of morbid curiosity almost.
Yeah, and which is kind of also a big point in this movie. And at the end, when they're actually trying to get it, they, like I said before, they're willing to sacrifice others and even themselves. Daniel Kaluuya is willing to sacrifice the TMZ reporter, his own life, and his horse's life to get the shot of the UFO. And so is Keke Palmer. And so them actually getting the shot at the end and them fulfilling their materialism, I don't know how that sat with me just so far, because it feels like they I don't know, they are achieving what the movie is trying to go against.
I would say I definitely see what you're going for.
Yeah.
I would say this is one of those I'm not going to call it hard truth because it's not a truth, but I think it's
yeah, and I think you're right too.
Them willing to risk everything. I think it's demonstrating the amount of risk that they're willing to do, but in the form of they
have a drive to do it. Because I think that could be another theme of this movie.
Because I would say their business is going under, and we don't see what happens after they do get the picture, but I would say that their drive to get the photo, to become famous for getting this photograph, is the driving point of the materialism in general with I know what I want to say, but it's so hard communicating
because I don't think I don't even think that what I said is the right way to view that ending, because I think another way to view it is I wrote down at the end when she blows up the alien and she says, "Yeah, don't mess with my family." The entire movie, it feels like their family is getting attacked.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go under. They don't. They want to be known.
Yeah.
And they even say that at the very beginning of, we're this horse ranchers. My great 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 grandfather was the first actor ever.
Did you catch the detail of when
her
she
watching
gives the pitch
TV,
and she watches the TV, and that's where it's the same exact pitch, and he says "great" twice, and that's why he said "add another great" when she did it.
That I know that means something, but I don't. But right now I don't know. But I also thought that was just a really touching thing too.
Well, the way I interpreted that was that she sat there and watched it over and over and over again to study it, if not just out of she wanted to know it.
Yeah, or even just admiration for her dad.
Right, and that's how she gives the pitch, and I think that was it's the smallest, coolest details.
I loved that aspect. But and when she said, "You guys remember the horse, but you don't remember the man," and I felt that with that, especially when they're on the set and Daniel Kaluuya is just trying to get the job done, and no one cares because they're so materialistic. They don't care about what the horse needs. They just care about getting the shot, to the point where they sacrifice the horse's comfort. And then when the horse does react to the little mirror thing, they just immediately kick them out and bring in a CGI horse.
Right.
And then that, and the whole alien trying to destroy their entire ranch with eating all their horses. Yeah. The Steven Yeun's character, I think his name was Jupe.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Jupe coming in and just buying all their horses.
Yeah.
Even though it is a transaction, he's still taking away what's theirs.
Right.
And at the very end, the TMZ reporter who just wants to sensationalize what's going on.
Right.
And is trying to put them as the bad guys. The very end also just spoke to me as them fighting back and getting their glory that they've always deserved but never had.
I agree.
So I think it could be interpreted a lot of ways.
I would definitely say them getting the photo is the happy ending that should be interpreted as a happy ending. Even because most movies I'd say are are designed in a way where it's don't think about the money, don't think about the fame and riches. It's about your family, and that's what you kind of are led into believe that this is going to go towards. And while it's still a balancing act, especially in the climax of the film, where you see they get the shot, but then it turns into the alien going after both OJ and I don't remember
the director.
Well,
not that
sister.
part. Yeah, the sister. I thought you were talking about the director having the shot, but then no, he needs the perfect shot, and that's what kills him.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Thinking through this even more, as I'm processing it, I am disregarding what I first said, and I think it is them getting that glory back from the materialistic people.
Right.
And I'm loving this even more.
I think the message as well goes further with the representation of the TMZ reporter.
Yeah.
Where he's faceless. You don't get to see him as a human.
No, not at all.
He's a chrome helmet wearing.
Yeah, the most you see
camera.
is his mouth when he's laying down.
I don't even think you see his mouth. You see his the chin.
Yeah, you see the chin and a little bit of the mouth.
Yeah. And I think that was very deliberate to show how faceless and sensationalized reporting is.
He's about to die and he's just saying, "Get the shot."
Right. He's please get a camera of me, dude.
Get a picture.
And that I think is what, personally, what I think Jordan Peele would rather be focused on in terms of materialism, where the reasons for both of them acting are insanely different between them. They deserve the shot. They've been the ones who've been harassed by this alien for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
and I don't know, it definitely at a certain point just turns from like everybody trying to get the shot to now we have to live.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I definitely think the ending, if anything, is where most of the, like, if any flaws would be resolved. In a different way. I'm not. The thing is, though, I don't have any recommendations. I'm not sure how they would change it.
Yeah, me neither. What do you think the purpose of the monkey is?
The monkey is
Who was a Gordy?
Yeah, I think the monkey was an extension of the, like the. I would say the horses, the monkey, and the alien are all kind of in like a triangle.
Yeah, like they said,
dynamic.
like you have to meet the beast where it is.
Right, you don't want to, because like the horses, the loud noise aggravates them. They go to the alien, they look up at it, and they get startled. Or the like
with Gordy, I think it was when
the popping of the balloon.
Yeah, and I mean
that and the constant
in the SNL, or like Jupe said in the SNL skit, the constant references to his home, the jungle where they took him from.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I think with first of all, the monkey. The first thing you see in the movie is the monkey.
Yeah,
and I thought that was like one of the like Monkey Paw Productions. I thought that was their like logo.
Yeah, I was already when that shot, like I knew it was in the movie because I think one of the trailers there's a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I don't remember.
I was already horrified because I knew like, oh, he beat that woman to death.
Yeah.
And then right before it cut to black, I looked over to my right and I saw a decapitated head, and it was like horrifying.
Yeah, I would say, well, I got to try and process how I want. To say this first because I think I have an idea.
Yeah, I think it's a very good thing that we usually space out.
Yeah, this is definitely summer experimentation.
It's bonus episodes. It's fine. Jordan Peele, if you're listening, we're sorry we didn't give this the time it deserves, but
you should come on the show.
You should come on the show. You're a great director, writer, actor.
I would genuinely love to meet Jordan Peele. That'd be awesome.
Did you see what he did on Twitter the other day?
Mm-mm.
So someone said, okay, Jordan Peele has done 3 like perfect horror movies in a row. Can we now crown him as the greatest horror director ever? And Jordan Peele responded to him saying, "Put your phone down." And he said, "I will not tolerate any John Carpenter slander."
That's funny. I mean, I don't even.
I think the whole thing with the animals is part of a deeper meaning that I feel like I just like scratched the surface of.
Yeah.
Because like with I keep saying materialism, but I don't know how else to phrase it. With like they're willing to
capitalism.
Yeah. They're willing to profit off of the suffering of others, or something like that. Like they just disregard what others would like. People they think below them needs.
Well,
like, because for a monkey, they're like, oh, it's just an animal. It's not a person.
Right.
Like a horse is just a horse, not a person.
I'm almost tempted to like, because something in my thought process is that instead of the triangle being the horse, the monkey, and the alien, it's the horse, the monkey, and then the family in the ranch. And the alien acts as the aggressor in that situation, where the horse had the chrome ball, the monkey had the balloons, and then the humans are like, they see the alien, and then the alien blows up.
Yeah, from the alien's perspective, all he's doing is just surviving. Like he's just eating.
Yeah,
like that's all he's doing.
It's like, I don't know. I'd need more time. It's such a like mixed message because it really is hard to find. Because at a certain point, we're in spoilers. The character related to the monkey that like that his link dies, and the monkey isn't like isn't apparently significant, but he definitely is. He's meant to represent something, and
especially with I think the mom actor on the show who survived the attack.
Was that her?
I think that was the mom.
Okay, I thought it was the girl. Okay. No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
But yeah, with her like still being alive, but obviously having these scars from it. It means something.
It means something. Jordan Peele, come on the show and please talk about it. I would,
even though we don't know that something is brilliant.
Jordan Peele, I'll tell you what. You don't even have to come to Northern Kentucky. We have a phone that you can call in on.
Just call in.
That'd be so
do,
cool.
Like Discord.
Oh my
or something,
god, we'd. Oh my goodness. We get all the fame and glory. I'm really getting the message from this. We had Jordan Peele on our show.
The message is get the fame.
This is our moment.
Go for the spectacle.
No, but seriously, Jordan Peele or anybody who's listening to this, that'd be pretty cool. You should get in contact with us. DM us at That's a Wrap NCR on on Instagram. Thank you. That's the name of the social media. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts? It's gonna be a little short episode.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think I need more people to see this movie. I need to talk about it. I need so much because there's so many ways to interpret everything. It's such an open-ended movie.
Yeah, I feel like with Get Out and Us, there's so much buzz, especially with Us, because everyone saw Get Out, loved it. Yeah. Oh, the new Jordan Peele movie. And Us, like what you saw on Rotten Tomatoes, was a little more mixed, even though I think it is a masterpiece like Get Out is. And then, so I haven't been like feeling a lot of buzz for Nope. So I really hope people just go out and see this movie.
Me too.
Because it is so worth like a theater experience too. Just seeing the scale of it all and the size of this alien, especially at the end when like opens up.
Right. That's where, if anything, I thought because of the black screen issue, I thought the movie started and the screen's smaller. That's on purpose. That's a deliberate choice. We have a friend at the movie theater who like got an email from the company, from Universal, that warned all the theaters. They were like, "This is intentional. Please do not mess with this."
Yeah.
And
I wonder what that intention is.
Right. Because like the first thing I think of with like the aspect ratio play that people have been messing with is the Mandalorian. In the episode where they fight the like sandworm almost, sand monster.
I think the sand dragon or the crate dragon.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
He like as it's rising out of the sand as the Mandalorian, like Mandalorian's running towards the camera, it's rising behind him. The screen slowly widens to like create this grand feeling, and it works so well. I thought they were gonna do the same thing with the alien when it like unfolds its wings. Yeah. It didn't. I think.
I don't think it did.
I think I would have noticed it, but like I don't know. I wonder if this was the like finished version or like an intern accidentally like published and sent every theater the like before the aspect ratio edit. I don't know. It was weird in terms of that, but everything else, like with the editing, the sound, I'll say, was blowing out our theater's speakers as they were like peaking.
It was.
But still,
I do kind of want to see this in IMAX.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't think I will.
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
Because a lot of money.
Like it's a lot of money.
It would definitely be worth it.
I agree. If you can, I would like recommend that for sure. This is a very like. I do want to compare very briefly this movie to Everything Everywhere All at Once in the form of placing little hints throughout the movie that all come into relevance near the end. Like we're in spoiler territory. You get like the ropes from the horses. You get you get the eyeball in the beginning. You get Angel and his cameras talking, or specifically with how he starts to run the camera at the end. Like you have the plot set up very early, and then they all complete themselves, and they fit 99% nicely.
Yeah, that's kind of also like goes into with what I was saying earlier with how he just slowly gives you clues and hints about what's really going on. And with all of Jordan Peele's movies, there's always something under the surface that's like something else is going on, and you get that with this too, and it works so well in all of his movies. Yeah. I can't wait to see what he does next.
I will say, also go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once if you haven't.
That is the best movie of the year.
It is.
I just got it on 4K.
Nice.
Blu-ray. It came in the mail like
sick
a few days ago. Yeah, I can't wait to watch
genuinely, when we get to our top movies of 2022, there will be no like exciting climax. You will know our answer.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at my list.
Yeah.
It's number one because
it will be very hard to beat.
Yeah,
Where'd you put Nope on there? Did you put
honestly
Nope on
that I was about to mention that. As it was ending, I was thinking, okay, I think I'll put it maybe number 7.
Mm-hmm.
But as we're talking about it and I am processing it more,
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to put it at either number 3 or number 4.
Okay. What's above and below that? If you want to say
spoilers for our
yeah.
I mean,
you don't
I
have
know,
to
it might
if you don't want to.
I mean, well, right now Batman is at my number 2.
Really?
Which I don't know. Maybe this. I don't know if this is better than
I
the
would
Batman.
say this is better than Batman personally.
I don't know, I felt like the Batman was just such a full and complete movie. Not that this isn't, because this is a full and complete movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I have had more time with the Batman, and
Fair
I've
enough.
seen it like more than Nope.
I would say Nope does a better job of the placing the clues and then coming together.
I'll give you that.
I would say Batman
Yes.
places clues and then they come together in their own different parts. It's not like a fluent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
like,
definitely
climax.
parts of the Batman that are a little sloppy, like
Mhm.
especially the end with like the Riddler and
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I'm still going through it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll actually put my number 3 right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
so
I think that's a solid
right
placement.
below Batman, right above Top Gun, which you should go see. It is legitimately amazing.
Actually, maybe. Yeah, we'll see about that.
With your
Maybe I'll
free
use my
ticket,
fancy
yeah.
free ticket for it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Yeah,
We are going to review Bullet Train next.
yeah, I think that's all we have left. Is it for the summer? Unless
yeah.
there's anything else we want to hit. We got the
I
school
don't-
season starting soon.
I don't think there is. Bullet Train comes out in August.
Gotcha.
That'll
That'll be a little pre-show as we get ready for season 3.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, there's that new Netflix movie, The Gray Man, that comes out tomorrow. It's the
Is that
Russo.
the action one with
Yes, the Russo
Ryan
brothers, Chris
Gosling?
Evans, Ryan Gosling. Could be a big movie.
I'll let the reviews roll in first before
The reviews aren't that good,
Okay.
but I think if it's super bad, it'd be a good review.
You want to make an
If
omelet,
it's like
you gotta kill some people.
that is the line, yeah. But yeah, if it's like a nothing movie where there's nothing much to talk about, not worth it. You're getting some behind the scenes conversations.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me see when Bullet Train comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's early August. Oh, how could I forget? July 29th. DC League of Super Pets. We gotta review that.
So, thank you everybody for listening to this episode.
August 5th is when it comes out.
This episode was brought to you by Nobody. If you want to sponsor us, we would absolutely love you
Yeah,
to,
please.
and we would do literally anything for a sponsorship. That'd be amazing.
You can check us out on That's a Wrap NCR.
On Instagram. We also, if you're listening to this, you're probably on one of these, but we have Spotify, we have
Apple
iTunes,
Podcasts, Stitcher,
yeah,
Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
We're on a lot.
yeah.
Go check us out.
And we're only gonna get we have another thing in the brewing for the 3rd semester for our 3rd season.
Oh yeah, we do.
That we might.
Yeah, we have a lot of exciting things coming.
Yeah.
I have a few ideas I haven't even run past you yet, but
Okay.
Yeah,
well, it
let's
sounds
do
like
it.
we got to wrap this up so I can hear those. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And until next time.
that's a wrap.